What's up, guys? It's John O'Connell and Luke Macklin, your anchors for the introduction of the newest Pulse episode. Our first episode is going to be Ryan Teich and Jen McNiff introducing quarantine home workout, letting us know how to stay in shape during this tough quarantine time. So let's roll the clip.
So this is the quick quarantine workout. You can do it without any weights. You can do it inside. You don't have to leave your house. Just a good way to stay in shape during quarantine, which is, of course, very important. So before we go, we're going to start off with stretching. I'll do everything starting from the bottom to the top. So we start off by ankle rolls, full ankles, back to sometimes. And do ankle rolls. Stretch out your calf. Do a stretch out your calves. So you leg out. You toe up on the ground. And you sit down. Which is give you a calf stretch. You do that both. Recently, you do about 10 times or 10 seconds each. That's good. Quad stretches. Just the quad pulls, 10 seconds each. Then after hamstrings, you can either just stand up and twist around, or what we're going to do is just sit down, pull one leg out, one leg in, and then reach over, 10 seconds each. And then stretch out your arms, do your shoulders with these, and the front, and the back. And then 3, 2, 1. And tricep stretches, 10 seconds each. Usually good to start off if you want to stay inside and get easy cardio on your hand. Now I'd say if you're doing this before workout, about 100 times. So Fridays, just basically you want to bring your knees up to about 90 degrees. Do it really get the sweat going. That's what you're already on. Ready to start. For all these, every single one, I'll say about 10 reps. If you can do more on this day, on like different times in, please go ahead and do one time. It's not the best one. You can do it every time. So, as I said earlier, from the bottom to the top. So let's start from the bottom. We can do half raises. Half raises will be good. So just standing. We'll do a bunch of moving parts a little less. And then we can move to glutes and quads a little bit with squats. So, about 10, yes. You want to do these is watch out your back pretty straight. You don't want to go squat like that. If your back moving forward, because if you yourself, then you can do a workout. So you want to do back straight and do something like this. Like that. But it doesn't need to be like straight like that, because then you're leaning back. But you want to keep your back pretty straight. Something like that. That's the last leg workout. I would say is lunges and Swiss lunges. So you try out on lunge position, exactly what you feel comfortable with. And then out of lunge position, jump and switch and you land off. And then repeat that. Like that. All right. So easiest way probably to put a core using simple steps. So do them. Lay down. Knees up. Your hands. Your hands you should have to cross your chest like this. Which one will grab? You don't want to put your hands. You don't want to put them here. You don't want to put them here. If you put here, then you put the head. You don't. This is what you do naturally. And if you put them here, pull yourself up like legs. This workout's this exercise is meant for your core. So you want to make sure you're just using your core. So yeah, if you want to put your arms and ground, so you're trying to you're not pulling yourself up by your legs. You don't want to do that. And then same all of them 10 you do, but if you only do one you want, if you can't do something, do less. What's important is just making sure that you're consistently increasing the amount of reps you do to it. So quit working out again. So yeah, for if you don't have weights, you should probably do push-ups. So there's 2 types of push-ups you can do. It's going to be one of them. If you want to work on your arms, you want to focus on your arms, I recommend called military style. You want to keep your elbows in when you do them, and something like this. Just that. And make sure you keep your elbows in. That's going to give you the best arm workout. If you want to, what I choose to do, because that's just what I like to focus on, is my chest. So if you want to do chest, you want to do this motion, because this is one that's going to get on your chest muscles, so you keep your elbows out. Like this, you'll push up like that, and that's gonna give you a little more chest. You're still gonna get arms in the when I focus a little more on chest, and you're still gonna get chest a little more on arms, which is what you want to focus on. So yeah, next part is push-ups. You want to do about 10, and you can't do 10 right now. Totally fine. You can do less than 10. If you can do more, you can do better. But I'll just go with 10 for now. And yeah, that covers a lot of what you could do. If you feel like it's a little more, go straight back for the calf raises, so the foot jumps. So we'll do it at the beginning and restart the entire thing. It totally works. But I said a couple times, main focus is although basically said 10 reps for all these. Start at whatever you want to, and try to increase them as you continue to do workouts as days go on. That's what I covered.
Okay, for the next segment, we have a great game show from Caroline Cree and Caitlin Weaving. Let's check that out. Quarantine edition. Let's see how it goes.
Rules of this game, I'm going to play 1 second of a childhood TV show. So on team 1 is going to be Chloe and Allie, and then on team 2 will be Evie and Kate. So I'm going to play 1 second of a theme song, and then after that 1 second is over, you guys will have to guess what it is, and if you can't guess, we'll play another few seconds of it. You guys ready for the first theme song?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Drake and Josh.
Team 1 gets a point. Great job.
That was fast.
Okay.
Jonas LA.
Oh, Jonas.
Brothers?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Here's the third one.
Big Time Rush.
Big Time Rush. Team 1 got that one for sure.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Nice. Here is the fifth one.
5, 4,
Carly.
iCarly.
I do not know who
I
said
think that was team 2. I think Evie said it.
Was Evie? Okay. I was staring right at Kate for the whole time. I didn't look around. So, okay. Here's the 6th one.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Nice, Chloe. Okay, next one.
Victorious.
Victorious.
Evie got that one. Nice.
Hannah Montana.
Jeez. Okay, next one.
Oh, Zoe 101.
Zoe 101.
Team 1 for show.
There's 100
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb.
Wait, what's the score?
It's 6-4.
Oh, okay. So this is the last one. Ready?
Oh, no, we can't rename.
Maybe another second.
Wait, okay.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Grandparents.
I feel like that was a tie. That was.
I didn't say it.
I didn't either. It was just them.
I think it was Kate.
It was both.
So tie for team 2. Okay, so team 1 won. Great job, Chloe and Allie. Thank you for participating.
Close game.
Nice job, Caroline and Caitlin. I mean, that's something to do during quarantine, different games. Next, we have Jack Powers and Avery Buckman. They're going to be showing new skills that they gained during quarantine. I mean, everyone has a lot of free time. Everyone's able to work on their craft. So let's roll that clip.
Quarantine can be a boring time, but we found some CHS students who took this boredom and gained some new talents. Let's see what they have learned.
So my quarantine talent is having insomnia and not sleeping. So these are kind of like the things I usually do during the night. It's currently 12:08 a.m. So this is when the night usually begins. So I like to get as much schoolwork done during the night as I can while I'm up doing nothing else. So that's what I'm doing first. It's just after 12, I'm gonna do some schoolwork. So I finished doing my work for now. Right now it's 2:30 in the morning. I moved on to Netflix. I'm watching La Casa de Papel now. It's a really good show. Watch it in Spanish with the English subtitles if you want to watch it. It's really good. I recommend it to everyone. So it's 4:45 in the morning. And I'm just eating part of a croissant. I've just been like watching TV. That's about it. So I just watched some random YouTube videos for like an hour. It's like 5:40 now, and the birds are chirping, and the sun is up almost. It's light outside. So now it's 9 in the morning, and I've just been sitting in my room doing nothing. But now I'm gonna go start my day. Go about it.
So with all my free time in quarantine, I've been baking a lot, and some of the things I've made are chocolate chip cookies, chocolate cupcakes, homemade apple pie, carrot cake cupcakes, and cinnamon rolls.
My quarantine talent is making guacamole. So during quarantine, I made guacamole for Cinco de Mayo, and I used 2 avocados, some onion, salt and pepper, and a little lime. And we're gonna have this with some chips.
So my quarantine talent is tie-dyeing. It's kind of more of a hobby, but it's been keeping me busy. So I found some tie-dye on Amazon and I bought that. And I found some old shirts to tie-dye, like this one. And it's a lot of fun. It's a little messy, but it's a good way to pass the time.
So my quarantine hobby is painting. This is the first project I did. I'm also into collaging now, so I've also been doing collages. This took me all day one day. This is a small one of New Jersey. I made this clipboard, and my latest project is my lion paint by number. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it to other people.
Talking the Talk is an English elective. It's a semester course open to 10th 11th and 12th graders, and it's focused on 3 main units. There's a unit on conversation, storytelling, and then presentation, which ultimately culminates in the TED Talk, which is the big project. It is very much focused on building community within the classroom. So the first whole unit is about being comfortable with having conversations and building a sense of community in the classroom. That then allows people to start to open up and be a little more comfortable when they start to share their stories. So the second unit's focused on the moth, and students give about a 5-minute personal story live with no notes to build up, again, their public speaking skills. And then the final project involves choosing an idea that students care about and want to share, and doing some research and thinking about integrating personal stories to ultimately come up with a TED Talk.
Well, Ms. McCabe always gave us a lot of opportunities leading up to kind of get ready for this event. And especially modifying our scripts. So I know myself, I would always be in every morning during lunch, just kind of asking those simple questions on like grammar and everything there. But now that we're being forced to be at home, all those simple questions that I could just raise my hand, I now have to organize a time with Ms. McCabe to have a Google Meet, which can be hard with all the other coursework, or send an email, which could take a little bit to get a response just because of everything else that's going on. And it just makes it harder to get ready for the event coming up.
So luckily, we had the start of the semester together. And so when we were doing the unit on conversation, there was already a really nice sense of community that was built, and students were feeling comfortable doing some peer review with each other because they made some connections with people in the class that they had never met before. And again, you have students from different grade levels, so a really nice mix of students. That being said, when we first came into remote learning, I was really excited to see this part live. We were at the point where my students give their moth story, so their 5-minute personal story in front of the class. It's a really nice culmination to the unit because at this point, we're just kind of showering the person that gives their story with positive feedback and sharing all the things that they did really well. So to recreate that, I had students record their stories from their homes and then post them to the Schoology discussion board, and they had to give a couple comments to their peers. A lot of my students actually went above and beyond and commented on more than I asked them to comment on, and watched many more talks or many more stories because they were genuinely interested in seeing what their classmates and what their friends were producing for their moth stories. So I did get some feedback that students really appreciated having other people still see their stories and be able to share some feedback that was hopefully made them feel good. So I did try to recreate that. Not quite the same, but
with everything else going on, it's a lot harder to get that preparation in, especially since if we were in school, I know Miss McCabe was always telling us how we would have had a bunch of opportunities to go up on stage and practice our TED Talk before the actual event. But now, since I'm in the second semester class, the first time that I'm on that stage, I'll actually be doing the real thing, which is a little bit scary, and we're definitely losing a lot of that preparation time.
Right now, my students are doing an amazing job of writing their scripts, and I'm incredibly impressed with their motivation. To have motivation to do anything right now can be really challenging, and so it makes me really happy. And I keep reminding them how proud I am of them that they are doing this, and that really shows me that they chose topics that they care about, and that this is a project that they see as being worth devoting some time to. So that's awesome, and I keep kind of reinforcing that for them. I'm actually still trying to figure out how they're going to deliver their TED Talks. So they're definitely going to be doing them just like we did the moth story, recorded from home. But then I'm trying to think of other ways to kind of celebrate and recognize the accomplishment that they're giving a talk. So whether that is doing some sort of live event for just our class where they can do their talks for our class together on a Google Meet, or whether that's opening that up to invite other people, recording their talks and then having them shared on YouTube is another thing I'm kicking around, and then kind of blasting that out that there's some new talks up there. But I am finding ways to try to celebrate it because it is a big deal. The other thing that I'm thinking about is whenever it is that we can get back to school, whether that's whatever time next year, offering these students in this class an opportunity to still get on stage and do their talk, because I think there's something really special about standing on that red dot, being on stage, and giving your talk in the auditorium. So if I can make that possible for my students, I'm going to try everything that I can to make that happen.
That the event goes on virtually because of how much time has been put into it, especially with Miss McCabe and her entire team from the start of the year getting this event ready, and also with the students that are giving these talks. We put a lot of time into creating these ideas, and we just want to get our ideas out to the community.
So Last year we had our first TEDx Youth at Chatham, and anyone that knows me knows that it is like the most exciting thing in the world for me that we were able to do that, and to see so many people come together to support our students in our community and to hear these ideas that really were worth sharing was amazing. And so I was beyond excited for this year. We have a great team that was working to put together a live event. It was supposed to be May 8th around the theme of perspective. And it's kind of funny actually that was our theme, because I think perspective is something that everyone is thinking about differently right now. Like, how has this time, this quarantine, this virus changed our perspective on just about everything? So it's a very, very timely theme. So we had some conversations with the students that were selected, because they had already been selected before we left school. And we talked with the team about what was possible. And I'm really, really excited that we're going to be able to have a live stream event on Friday, June 5th. And it will be pre-recorded talks, so the students will go into the auditorium with nobody in there, essentially, and record their talks on the stage with the slides and everything like that. So it'll look just like it did last year, with the stage set up really professionally. And we did actually get permission from TEDx to do that, so it is still going to count as a TEDx event, and these students are giving real TEDx talks, so it's pretty incredible. We're also going to intersperse some elements of hosting, so I'll be hosting from my apartment right here in Montclair, and we're going to be having some additional kind of other media sprinkled in throughout the night. So whether that's performances from music groups or highlighting certain people that are doing really wonderful things right now, we're going to try to keep that element of a real event, so it's not just talk after talk. So I'm really, really excited for the students, and I hope you all tune in to watch it.
Definitely hope that this brings more hope, especially since we have all kind of modified our scripts a little to make it more connected to what is actually going on now. And I hope it kind of brings in some more light of that we will get out of this.
Awesome stuff, Macklin. Great seeing some of these segments. Awesome work. See you guys next week on the next Pulse episode. Thank you.